A little shorter rein. So in the 10-meter circle, now we're going to work on a little forward and back, okay? What do you think? What is the speed of the gait we want in the smaller circle? Slower, right? So we're going to work on a little sitting trot. Go ahead and sit. I want half this trot, like all that almost walk feel that we were creating. That's why we were doing this, right? Where he stays up and in front of your leg, where you don't get that, where he just drops behind your leg and goes, you know what? It's easier to quit on you. That's why we practice those, right? So that you always have that leg to catch him. Elbows in, create the bounce from your seat. You're eventually going to have to canter out of this. Good, and then I want you to lengthen trot in my second set of cones. Okay, you're good. You're good. Keep circling. Turn, shorter reins, hands in front. Really tall body. Good, and then change the gear. Elbows in. Put your hands down, carry your hands, and go. That's okay. Trot. 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 Yep, and go. In your seat where it's really clear, hands stay in front, a little shorter rein. I want you to stay up and out here, right? Because we've worked him really good from his hind leg, so his head is in a good position. You know, even more so, like he's actually not being that downhill right now because we're really working his butt. That's it. And then half this speed, 10-meter circle. Looking to the next, look to the next, turn, look to the next. Where's the next set of cones? Yes. Smaller and sitting. Where's the next set of cones? I want your eye and your helmet to shift to the next set. Good. That's about halfway in between. Next quadrant. Yes, good. Next quadrant. Nice. Good. Okay, canter out of it when you get to A. So prepare, bouncy. Look at that. Super. Outside seat. Would you like you? No, not yet. That's the end of the torture. Little shorter rein. Hips cantering, not your whole upper body. Yes, good. Elbows stay in one more lap. Sitting on that outside seat bone, your shoulders up and back. And you're going to trot right into our 10-meter circle when you get here. So you're going to trot at the cones and be able to sit your trot and turn. Good. Sitting. Look to the next. Good. Quadrant. Slower. Slower. Bouncier. Good. Good. Keep that hind feet active. I want to see a walk trot transition in here. One step of walk. And go. Yep. Good. And again. Walk. Go. Tap. Yep. Good. And then the canter transition at A. Look at that. Super. Good boy. Petted. Good. A little more outside. Take your foot out of your stirrup there. I could see you trying to push him over, but your heel is kind of getting pushed up, right? And he's not responding to that outside aid. Let's just do a step of counter flexion here. Sit back. Not in your rein so much, right? You don't need to go straight to it. In the cone still. Yep. So all we're doing is holding a different shape, not from the rein. So stay upright in your body, hands in front. A tiny pressure of the rein, but your calf is doing it. Yep, look, turn. Look at your cones. That's it. Good. Now straighten him. Good. And I want a trot transition to a lengthened trot still on the 20-meter circle markers. Good. Hands in front, shorter reins. Yep, keep those reins shorter. I want to see that change happen. Shorter. Next notch in. Yep, up and in front, so you're carrying them like a platter and pushing to it in your hip. Yep, that's all right. Trot. Quickly. It's just, yep, and then go. So it's just like that walk to trot transition. That's what I'm talking about. Super. And then 10-meter circle. And then you're going to lengthen trot out of it. Turn, next quadrant. Slow. Good. And then be able to change the gear and lengthen trot 20-meter circle. Don't widen your hands. Hands together. Elbows in. Come on. Little touch with the whip. Just tiny. Little flick. Say come on. Yes. And slow down. Good. And lengthen 20-meter circle again. I'm just making sure you have that button in your seat, right? It's very easy to convince him when it's slow. So now you're going to half halt your trot and can. Slow down. and canter. Outside aids, upper body. Shorten your reins again. Good. And next time around, you're going to canter my 10-meter circle. So I'd be making sure that outside body is listening, right? Because it's always about going to the next one and steering from that outside aid. Okay, so you're going to look ahead to each quadrant, sit up and back, and look. Yep, slide the foot out of your stirrup. So when you engage your spur, you press down in your stirrup iron like your left heel is. That's better. Good. Now what I want you to do after the next circle is you're going to make a canter walk transition to A. Go ahead, back and arch. It's okay, no big deal. One thing after the other. Sit up and
Hi, Maddie.
walk.
Bye.
That's okay. Walk, canter in the circle, marching walk. This is about sharpening our aids. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes, good, Abby. Super job. Turn. Next quadrant. Fix your foot in your stirrup for me. Come down in your stirrup iron and engage the spur with your foot having pressure in the bar. Yes. Good. Now canter walk. Sit up, 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 marching. Very good. Long range, big pec.